Everyone, all the cooks, and everybody back there who was of color come out to watch my speech, and that's special. I mean, that is very special.
I guess this is an amazing day for not only myself, but I think for my family, Mom and Pop. I love you.
There was an impromptu celebration planned at the house that they had rented for the week. An hour or two into the festivities, someone noticed that the guest of honor was missing. So there was a random search made of the house, and Tiger's mom calls to her. She says, "Come here." There, laying on the bed, fast asleep, was Tiger, clutching that green jacket like it was a teddy bear.
Over the next 5 years, Tiger would dominate golf. His quest to surpass Jack Nicklaus's record of 18 professional and 2 amateur major titles would preoccupy the game's observers.
I think probably the most important thing in his life would be someone to challenge him. There's too many players that are fringing on it, but the consistency of which Tiger has shown us hasn't been touched by anyone in recent years. I would venture to say that we will see someone come along in the not too distant future that might challenge Tiger, but at the moment, I don't see it.
By the 2002 U.S. Open, Tiger's supremacy was such that golf was crying out for a challenger.
It was an incredible tournament for me, an incredible feeling that the New York fans gave me, and just a wonderful experience.
From San Diego, California, Phil Mickelson.
I don't care how long someone's on top. There is a point where sometimes it gets taken for granted, not by Tiger, not by the people who are winning, because they keep on winning, because the hunger is never satisfied. But I think what we saw at Bethpage, you saw a golf audience there that latched onto an underdog and was ready to try to now hoist him on their shoulders and get him over the top. Tiger still had plenty of support and appreciation, but it was just, you know, it was a win that was different than the ones that had preceded it.
It was just it's a pretty loud atmosphere. You know, the New York fans, they were loud, they were supportive, it was ruckus. I hit a couple of shots that were kind of offline. You'd hear some guy yell from the crowd, "Hey, Tiger, I've been over there. You got no shot." You know, I mean, I already know I have no shot, but you don't have to tell me. You know, it was one of those weeks, but boy, they were great though.
Tiger had built a 5-shot lead over Phil Mickelson ahead of the final round.
It's very difficult to give Tiger shots in a round. So when he is in the lead starting Sunday and you're catching up, giving him shots, it's very difficult, almost impossible to catch him, because he very rarely ever makes a mistake, and when he does, he comes back strong.
I 3-putted the first 2 holes, and just did not get off to a very good start at all. But I birdied 7. I just got one of it back. And you know, Mickelson was making a run.
It looked like he might be giving shots back. Having the chance and making the run early through the round was certainly exciting.
After about a half hour, 45-minute weather delay, that's the last shot you want to hit as your first tee shot. I stepped up there and just absolutely annihilated one and just killed it. Just hit this high cut right down there, down the left side of the fairway, put it on the green, two-putted. I could hear Mickelson ahead of me, the huge roar he had when the ball landed on the green, and I could hear the huge roar after he two-putted. So I knew he had made birdie.
After birdieing 13, I certainly felt like I had a great chance to do it, to catch him.
So the lead was down to 1. Then I birdied 13 right on top of him, hit a driver and 2-iron on the green to increase my lead back up to 2. And I knew if I could just par out the last 2 holes, I could put a lot of heat on him, because then he would have to try and make birdie. And Phil made a couple mistakes.
When I bogeyed and fell 3 or 4 shots back, I knew that my run had come to an end.
Tiger won by 3. 8 professional majors and nearly halfway to Nicklaus's record. Mickelson was frustrated again.
I hope that we have an opportunity to go head-to-head more in the future. I really enjoy it, and I would welcome the challenge anytime, even though my success ratio is non-existent against him. I would love opportunities to play against him down the stretch, and I feel like I'm getting better, and maybe I might have a good chance next time.
Even in infancy, Tiger Woods nurtured a simple, if ambitious, goal: to surpass the achievements of a rival from a previous era.
All of Jack Nicklaus's achievements from the time he was a little kid, significant achievements. Like, when did he break 90? When did he break 80? And so forth and so on. And the date, and the age that he was. And Tiger was competing against him and beat him in every category.
Now, Tiger from day one has had my record in focus. He had it on his closet inside. The press has taken it. Every time he wins a major, it's Tiger's one closer to Jack's record. I mean, that's a pretty big burden for a young man to have on his back. And Tiger's handled it very well. As a matter of fact, he may have thrived on it.
Records are meant to be broken. That's why they're made.
In the 1994 U.S. Amateur Final, Tiger, aged 18, began his pursuit of Nicklaus's record. But by the halfway point of his 36-hole match against Trip Keeney, he was in trouble.
I requested that we have a room by ourselves so that we could talk. And we ate. And then I said, Tiger, you ever beat this guy before? He said, yeah. Okay. Think you can beat him again? Yes. I said, okay. I'd say the strategy is that you pick up 4 holes on the front 9 and 3 on the back 9 and close him out. I said, let the legend grow.
Oh,